Hello, I am Eli G. Brown / Eli G. Brony, and here is another Hero Factory MOC that I created. This is what I call a Lunar Scorpion. Now, of course, yes, I know, there are bionicle parts on this. This is a bionicle part. This is a bionicle part. This is a bionicle part. But do you know what? Soon, all of these parts are going to be bionicle parts. Oh, and this piece too, in case anyone was going to comment about that. But this is a character that I've made for the Hero Factory universe, even though Hero Factory seems to be getting ready to come to a close because of Bionicle's return. But I still want to make MOCs about that. I've continued making Bionicle MOCs after its original end, but it's coming back next year. But I still will like to continue making MOCs for both series. So in this case, this is a scorpion-like creature, and these types of scorpions live, well, they live on all sorts of space rock. They don't live on any particular planet at all. They live just out in outer space, on any rocks that they can find. Now, something that is also interesting about these creatures is that the things that they eat are rock. Yep, they are specially designed to eat rock, because it's the only way that they can survive. Because there's no other type of food out in the, out in space, where there is no food. Now, a number of you probably recognize the build. This is the same build that is used for the combiner model between Surge and Splitface from the Breakout series. So I decided to make a character based upon that, kind of like the real version of the combiner model, because the combiner models really are not considered canon to the official Hero Factory universe, though I know that some people have come up with ideas of canon ideas for each of the combiner models, such as coming up with the idea that the Stormer and Speed-A-Demon combiner model was Speed-A-Demon combined with his bike, and Voltix and Stringer being combined would make Voltix if he managed to succeed with his evil plan, kind of like an alternative timeline where Stringer failed to stop Voltix. And, well, there's a lot to talk about with those, but I'm not going to talk all about those. I'm just going to talk about this. Now, there are some differences that you may be able to see between this and the official combiner. Now, first of all, before you ask, where did you get the Toho Hordika Vakama mask in black? It's painted. This is actually a red one, but I spray painted it black. I actually have used this on some MOCs previously, but I took those apart because I did not like them. But I think that this is going to stick around for quite a long time. Maybe even forever. So, just decided to use that. I was thinking of maybe making this creature be dark red, but I decided that I wanted it to be silver and black, and gunmetal gray. And that's what I got right here. Now, in the process of building this, I actually decided to use the translucent blue, the trans-light blue pieces for this as well. So I put some down here, and some are also up there. I actually started doing that with the eyes. I did want to use the silver eyes for this, but unfortunately, as of the time of the recording of this video, I could only find one of those pieces in silver in my parts bin, so I just went with the trans light blue ones instead, and eventually that's how these pieces came along. Now, I was not expecting that this combiner, this MOC would be completed as quickly as it did. I did have plans on buying some other parts. I do have plans on revamping the Toa sets once they are available on LegoShop.com. I know that there are some people out there that already have those sets. Even Jang Bricks has those sets. But LegoShop.com does not have those sets. And so I am waiting for LegoShop.com to make those available. Why? Well, it's because for every $100 that you spend, you get $5 off on your next order. So I want to get points so I can save money on that. So, let me think for a moment. I forgot to mention, I was doing some part switching about, even as far as switching parts with the Firefly MOC that I made a couple months back. Decided to make it silver. I haven't made a video about that yet, but then I decided to have it go back to being yellow because there were a change of plans that I had for doing the revamps to the Toa characters, so he went back to being yellow just as he was before. And as a result, the silver pieces that I was now free to use for this guy. So I used silver main body pieces for the legs, and one on the actual main body. This piece that I don't know the name to, but some people have called it Villain Hero Cores, which doesn't seem to make much sense because villains do not use hero cores, they are villains. I did want to use some sort of launcher piece on here, but the only one that I could find with the matching color, well, at least one of the only ones, was the gunmetal Zammersphere launcher that people may remember from the first generation of Bionicle in 2006. These were introduced with the Paraka and the Toa Ignika. So, with that said, I think there really is nothing else to mention here. I am aware that there probably should be pieces over here, but I kind of like it the way it is. And plus, with the official combiner model between Surge and Splitface, there were just armor pieces right here, and that didn't make sense to me. But then again, the combiner itself didn't make sense to me, which is why I made this differently from that. So, I guess I've said everything possible for this one. I hopefully will be able to show one more MOC before the end of the year. There should be a Bricklink order on the way with some parts to complete another MOC that is currently in process. But hopefully I'll be able to show that off and, well, before the end of the new year. So, thank you very much for watching, and I wish you a happy new year, and cheers for the return of Bionicle. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.